Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grunt Logic coming back at you with a little video on something I haven't been able to find anywhere on the internet, and that is how to locate your regulator rectifier for your motorcycle on a Honda CBR650F from 2014. It should be good for models all the way up through 2018, as they didn't change until the 2019 year. Now, you can pretty much find these on your motorcycle by generally tracing the wire coming from your stator. So, stator just down here. It's what's going to generate your electricity off of your motor to power the electrical components of your bike. There's the wire coming out right here, runs up and into the subframe, into the frame of the motorcycle, excuse me. And then I just, used the flashlight and followed a little bit, so I got kind of a general idea as to where it was. So I figured take off the left side fairings and I should find it. And lo and behold, that's where it was. It's the same place I got the general idea from Honda's electrical diagram. So it seems to be pretty much on point as to the basic location. Very easy to remove once you get the panels and all out of the way. All it takes is 2 bolts, one here and one on the other side of this subframe connector shroud. Take the 2 plugs out, undo the 2 bolts, and this thing just drops right out. There's a little frame that it's mounted to on the back. It's real easy to deal with. I didn't even need to actually take these off. I could have, but just to make it easier, but it wasn't necessary. And lo and behold, you can see shining on the wall, my headlight has been fixed. I had a voltage regulation issue with the bike that made me think in an earlier video that I posted on how to do it was that this little instrument cluster pod for my high-low beam, hazard, horn, turn signal, had gotten water in it, or it had just failed in some way. And it was a big heavy rain where I live in Hawaii, and I was riding my bike back and forth to work regardless because it's my only means of transportation. So I figured the thing failed. When I opened it up, it had water in it, and I tried to, put a little bit of, I can't even remember the name right now. Grease, the electrical grease. You guys can all look it up and laugh at me for not knowing the name. But anyway, keeps water out, keeps electrical contacts working, that stuff. That didn't work. Bought the new pod, worked for about 10 minutes, and then it fried the fuse again. So I literally just decided, hey, you know what? It's got to be a voltage issue. So where would the first place that would fail voltage? Started doing some research, and it came up to be the regulator rectifier. And conferring with my mechanic, he said, that's probably the case. So no more flashlights for headlight, baby. I got beams. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, quick down and dirty on how to do this. Hopefully it will help some people who are having similar problems.